I'm going to show you how we're going to achieve our #1 goal, and that's to get
1 million likes. The mill liker.
1 million likes on one freaking video.
When you're coming up with an idea, yeah, it has to be crazy. And I know that sounds like kind of dumb, but seriously, it has to be crazy. And then when you get to the location to film it, something's gonna go wrong, something's gonna be different. So, and you need to be able to improvise. And improvising means looking at what you got and being like, is this good? Like, is this the result that I wanted? If something isn't working out, you need to change the idea. Don't just hope that it's gonna work out. You need to know why.
Ladies and gentlemen, here I am with Scotty Ryan, our head of viral content at Rapville, and he is the mind behind millions of views for Citizen the artist. This video is going to have 3 sections. The strategy process, where we're going to show you right now why we're creating certain videos. The production process, we're going to show you behind the scenes, flying to Miami to film the rest of these videos. And finally, the one you were waiting for, the results. We're going to show you how we're going to achieve our #1 goal, and that's to get
1 million likes. The mill liker.
1 million likes on one freaking video. We don't know yet because they're not filmed and posted, but we'll take you through. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
And if you don't know who we are, we're Rapville. We're the viral music marketing team behind some of the most successful viral campaigns on the internet for artists just with content. We don't run ads, we don't pay influencers, we just create videos and they go viral. Dubai, LA, New York, we've got viral production teams everywhere, so we never miss.
Yeah, ads don't really work for music marketing. You have to make really good videos. So I'm excited to come on board with Rapville and really help break down what makes a video viral and help you guys do it at the same time.
What song are we promoting?
Okay, so we're promoting Time. It's Citizen's newest song.
Awesome.
Let's listen to it.
Another night, maybe we just need more
Hey.
time. Let's start where we left.
From the beginning of the process, we were thinking about what's the song gonna feel like? That means what kind of content are we gonna make? Where is it gonna be? What is it gonna look like? What's the colors? What's the vibe?
What makes that song so good?
I think the closer to a very specific feeling a song can be, the better. This song feels like driving fast in a car.
Yeah. Is that why part of the content is going to be a car?
Yeah, so, well, fun fact, when Citizen was making this song, he was actually watching car edits while he was literally making it. So he was thinking of it from the very beginning.
So when you have a song, what's the first stage to coming up with these ideas? Is it the branding? Do you identify the emotions, how it makes you feel, and then come up with ideas? What's your process?
We need to make sure that the final video feels like the song. Step 1, we're gonna go identify emotion.
And after you've identified the emotion, what is the next step?
What's it gonna look like? You know, what real things will help sell this emotion? So for Time, driving fast cars meant we have to get a car that can drive fast. Fast car, cool location.
Yeah. Because it makes you feel cool, right?
When I watch all these videos, I want to be like, oh, I want to be there.
So is it almost like if you're listening to the song, you want to imagine where you would be listening to the song?
Exactly. If we can give that to the viewers with the content, that's the best possible thing we could do. We could say, here, this is what the song feels like.
Through the visuals.
Exactly.
Perfect. So it's visual representation. At Rapville, I have this really cool branding question, which is, imagine you're sat in the cinema and your song is playing as the background sound in a movie scene. What are the movie scenes that come to mind?
Ooh, that's good.
And then you start to think of these things. And you can even think about how many people are in the video. Is it just you, or is someone being sad, or is it a crowd of people getting super hyped? So then in the videos, you can make sure that this is part of the strategy as well.
Visualizing it being a movie.
Yeah.
I actually like that more. A lot of the content we do for Citizen ends up being sort of cinematic-esque.
Yeah.
So anything movie related is great.
So after we've identified the emotion, we've got these different things. Fast cars, cool locations, where we're taking the emotion and we're visually storytelling the emotion, right? So it's like emotion to visual.
So step 2 is emotion to visual.
And we've got these visuals now, which is fast car, cool locations. What do we then do with that? What is the process for coming up with these crazy ideas that get millions of views?
Well, you said it right there, crazy idea. When you're coming up with an idea, yeah, it has to be crazy. And I know that sounds kind of dumb, but seriously, it has to be crazy. It is not enough to just get a fast car and drive around while your song's playing.
Lip syncing it or something. It just doesn't get views anymore.
No, I've seen that a million times on social media. I don't really care.
Make it crazy. So what goes into crazy, do you think? Is this about creating something that you think has never been seen before? Or is this a research strategy where you research things that you really like and you take some inspiration from there? What would you say is your general process?
I'd say it's actually the opposite of something you've never seen before. It's something you have seen before. Basically what we do is we take something that you have seen before and then we add our own little twist to it. Because I want it to be familiar to the audience. I want the situation to be familiar. I don't want it to be random. Random isn't viral.
Interesting.
The initial situation is actually very familiar. I know exactly what's going on, but then how we add the song in, something is unexpected, something is surprising. So make it surprising. surprising, I think would be the second.
And are you explaining this idea of the transition format, where you're showing something that's candid, and then you transition to something that's cinematic with one of these feelings?
Yeah, right. So a lot of our videos are built upon the behind the scenes hook and then the music video result. When we're thinking about the result feeling like the song, we're just talking about the result. The intro can just be the setup of how you're filming it, but the result has to hit these marks.
For sure.
It has to feel like the song, and that's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of time to do that. So the closer you can make your results feel like the song, the better.
So when you say you want to make it feel like something you've also seen before, but still being crazy, is that focused on the hook or is that focused on the transition after?
I'd say it's focused on the situation overall. What are the characters in my video doing? Is that a situation that I'm familiar with? Am I able to create some form of expectation out of the setup?
Right.
If someone's leaning over a cliff, right, and they're like holding on to like a little rope, I'm worried that that guy's gonna fall off. So we cut the result. What happens?
What I want to break down, so we kind of break down what crazy seems like, but when, I guess there's a contradiction there, right? It's like, you want it to be crazy, meaning it's got to be something that's so cool that I want to be part of it. But then it's also something that they have seen before. Yeah, I guess those are the two, that's almost the two contradictions there. I want to break this down in the most actionable way possible for the viewer.
Make it crazy means like the situation needs to be interesting enough that I'm curious to see what's gonna happen.
Okay.
What is it gonna look like?
Yeah.
What are these people gonna do? But surprising means that the results of what happens is an interesting answer to your expectations. Like, yeah, if someone's leaning over a cliff and they just sort of are like, oh, I'm fine.
If I was to draw this out, and I'll call this the viewer feeling, and I'll draw it in a graph.
Okay,
all right?
yeah.
I start off down here with a bit of curiosity, and that keeps me in the first 3 seconds. Let's take it like this. Feeling C, which is confusion. Sorry, curiosity.
Confusion, bad. Curiosity,
Confusion,
good.
for sure.
And the difference is confusion means I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Curiosity means I know what's going on, but I want to know what's
Holy
gonna happen.
Friggin' cold. But then my emotion increases and it spikes because I'm just absolutely surprised by the ending and the finalizing of this video. What happens next, because I expected something different. This is from after the transition point.
So we want to be focusing on that, emotional difference between the beginning and the end, which means like, how are we surprising the viewer about what the result is? Oftentimes, I want it to be better than they expected.
Yeah.
This is a video that we filmed for time in Miami. I think this video represents the feeling of the song the best. So that's why I'm showing this.
And this is from the last shoot, but we're going to film some completely new things to get us 1 million likes, because we haven't got 1 million likes yet, right?
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, the ultimate goal is 1 million likes.
Yeah.
We need to get 1 million likes, so we're going back to Miami to try to get that exact video.
The first time we met, I prayed, God make me yours again. No one sees me like this. How does she put that heat like stress? I need a second to breathe like. Okay, I'm locked in.
Yeah, fire.
Okay, all right.
So what's happened in that first few seconds, which is increasing that curiosity point?
When we were designing the hook for this video, we really wanted to make sure that the beginning of the video felt like there's no way that's gonna be good. The camera moves that I'm doing, the moves that Citizen's doing here, is sort of meant to elicit a feeling of like, what are they doing? I don't think that is gonna have a good result. And I think we nailed that. So we want the viewer to know that there's gonna be a result, basically. And you can tell with the song that it's kind of building up to a point.
Yeah.
But the caption here specifically helps that. It says, trust the process. So, like, okay, what process? The process of what? You can kind of tell that there's going to be a result. Another important point, you can see the camera. You can see the camera really well. It is really obvious that that is a camera and that I'm filming him. When I see something interesting happening and there's a camera, I want to see the shot. I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Another important point is that there's not much going on here. And that is very intentional because we don't want to complicate the frame too much with things that could be like, is that part of it? Is this part of it?
That makes sense.
It's empty. There's room for a big like button and a comment button and a share button right here so that you can use those.
And how about the position on the camera as well? I don't think enough people think about the positioning on the camera enough. But would you usually use the grids on the iPhone when you're recording these?
I'm usually just centering stuff. Like for the most part, when people are scrolling on their phones, like they're just looking at the middle of their phone. So yeah, we're gonna just center most of it.
Yeah.
And then the caption will be up there. But like keep in mind the elements of the social media platform because like what does it say? It says like reels up here, so you don't want to put stuff up behind that or behind the description. It says stuff right there. So we're actually using multiple different angles here just to really like nail down that we're using the car and that we're doing it in different locations. The result is a bunch of different shots, so we want to make sure that that's communicated as well. And it also gives us the opportunity to like look at the way he's moving. Both of them are moving in this. It is goofy.
Is it almost taking the psychology of those videos that everyone's seen these videos before? It's the videos where they show worst fails, the Sprite challenge failure, and it shows the people as they shake up the bottle and then they drink all the Sprite. And then they don't show the result of the person yet. They show another person doing the Sprite challenge and then another person doing the Sprite challenge, but they hold the result until at the end they show all the people's results one after the other. So you start noting down in your mind who you want to be seeing. Is that kind of the same psychology there?
Exactly. Like you're waiting for the result, right? You're gonna stick around.
And you're waiting for multiple results because you're showing it from multiple locations. Genius.
The result has to be good. It defeats the entire purpose of the video if the result doesn't look good. Like if you think it's gonna look bad and then it looks bad, I'm not gonna like that video.
Right.
So the result has to be good.
The viewer is watching the video and the curiosity part is telling them, oh, I think this is gonna look bad. And you actually just meet their expectations and it looks bad. It's not surprising. If you want it to be surprising, you have to change the emotion, meaning it's gotta look incredible and they've gotta be shocked by it. I think the reason why this video works so well with this song that Citizen has called Time is, once again, taking all those visual elements that we said the song related to. Being cool, being in a fast car, being in Miami, it makes you feel like you freaking made it in life and you're just having fun at this point. The glasses, everything's intentional to make him seem as this cool character, maybe even like this GTA 5 sort of character. Yeah, step 3, actually just brainstorming the ideas. So what that looks like. So we've got these locations, but then how do you come up with something like that? Is it something that you already understand about Citizen's audience from the past, which is his audience likes to see this before and after with the camera to the actual result? Using these elements, can we use the camera in some sort of way? Or is it just, hey, how did we come up with this? Did we see a viral video already that showed something like this and we replicated it with his song? What do you think?
We had seen this effect before where like the camera was moving back and forth. And that was actually the foundation of where Citizen started like designing the song. He found this sample that sounds like that back and forth, and we thought of that effect and it sounded like that sample. He used that in the entire song. And from the very beginning, we were thinking of this effect. We knew we had the result and we wanted to make a hook that made that surprising. And so we went with filming the result in a sort of funny way.
So moving forward, that's just one idea. Are all the videos gonna have that same characteristic, or is there gonna be something completely different we're gonna be producing in Miami?
Yeah, I think all the videos are gonna elicit generally the same emotion and will really lay heavily on, no way that's gonna look good. Oh my God, that looked amazing. Like that, I think that's great. And if it is a really cool result, that's what's gonna get the million likes. Step 3, step 1, result. Step 2, hook.
That's a great way to think about it. So the only way to make content that is congruent with the song is you don't think of all these crazy hooks first. You think of the result first, which is some sort of ending which ties so well with the lyrics that you're singing, with the way that the song makes you feel as the listener. Create that cinematic result first in your mind and think of all the crazy hooks to bring you to that result. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Amazing. That's a process you can apply and maybe you get millions of views as well. Now let's brainstorm some results and then some hooks that will work perfectly as the connector for that result right now, that work with the song. So I think one of the best results we could do, of course, is super simple. An angle from the bonnet as Citizen's driving the car super fast. And the result, Citizen driving super fast, looking cool. It's once again those emotions. But now we just have to think of a really cool hook.
So imagine we've got a shot on the side of Citizen while he's driving. It's outside the car, and then it's sort of, the camera sort of, he's singing the song and the camera sort of like, it's outside the car, it goes above him, and he's like looking up while he's driving. It's really smooth. But how about the hook is a outside perspective of the videographer like running full sprint with his phone, trying to keep up with the car, like trying to film it, right? The camera's shaky, like there's no way that's gonna be smooth and good.
For sure.
But then the result's really smooth and good.
Another hook I can think of is Citizen straps his tripod with his phone on the roof of the car facing downwards into the vehicle. 2-meter long tripod, and the phone is kind of pointing inwards now. And then film the result of that. And the beauty is, we don't know exactly what's gonna work, but we're gonna experiment, and that's a core part of every strategy we produce.
Yeah, so you come up with an idea, right? And then when you get to the location to film it, something's gonna go wrong, something's gonna be different. So, and you need to be able to improvise, and improvising means looking at what you got and being like, is this good? Like, is this the result that I wanted? If something isn't working out, you need to change the idea. Don't just hope that it's gonna work out. You need to know why. So we're gonna do an orbit drone shot.
Because an orbit drone shot will make Citizen look super cool. It'll make it look like the feeling of the song. Now we just need to think of a hook that would make people curious to think that's not how good the shot will end up looking. 2 camera people. One's on the top of the car, and the other one is running around from the doors of the car and passing the camera to the camera person. They're all passing the camera around. Or imagine Citizen actually throwing the camera up. The shot is just of him from below, rapping to the camera.
Oh, you know what? That's an interesting idea. You know what we wanted to do? We had an idea for the hook being a setup where the song's playing really fast and a bunch of stuff happens really fast. So it's like 3, 2, 1, go. And the song plays really fast and he mouths it really fast.
As it's slow-mo.
And then it's slow-mo, right? And then it's like doo-doo-doo. So maybe combine that with your idea of throwing the camera up and it's slow-mo.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we can't actually do that in super fast motion. But in line with, you know, making people confused about what the result's going to be like, they're going to watch it multiple times because they're like, how did that work?
That would work really well because the camera can only be in the air for so long. Meaning you play the song as soon as he throws it, right? As he does something. Maybe he puts on his jacket really quickly and that's the slow-mo as he's rapping the song.
Yeah, slow-mo drone shot.
Slow-mo drone shot could be interesting. We've got ideas and we're gonna think of way more off camera, so you guys will just sit here as we're just scratching our heads, because this is honestly what strategy is like. You just sat there and then something comes to mind. But let's switch over to the filming of these videos and we'll show you what it looks like to produce content that actually gets millions of views. Wait, what time's our flight? 4 p.m., right?
Yeah.
What time is it now?
It's 2:45.
The airport's an hour away.
Oh, we gotta go. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta.
Shoot.
We gotta go.
For some reason, it feels like the whole airport was locked off for Team Rapville today. There's no one else.
Ain't number one as I'm telling you, stay back. All that loose talking, they come and relate it. I know the singles is getting outdated. You wanna feature that nigga, just say that. You wanna feature that nigga, just say that. Fucking this bitch with that latex. Nigga ain't trim. I know this bitch on the
We're here, baby.
We're in the freaking building. Came off a flight. How you feeling?
Feeling so good. I'm gonna get 1 billion likes. Okay.
1 billion likes? Maybe over a few decades? A billion is like 37 times bigger.
Okay.
Hey. How's it going,
Good to see you in the flesh.
Yeah, 100%. I've been stalking the hell out of you.
I've been stalking you back, so
Great.
yeah. Want to get some food?
Yeah, 100%.
Like to eat?
Let's go viral.
Let's get some views, get some calories.
Are you all planned up with the content?
Planned up. I got some of it in here, and then we're gonna make up some of it as we go.
It is day 1 of filming content with Citizen the Artist. I'm going to be watching behind the scenes of Scotty and Finn's creative process to getting some of the most viral results you've probably ever seen.
Okay, this is a really complicated video, but it's really fun.
So this is video 1 of the day?
Yeah, this is video 1 because it's taking
Video 1
so
on
much
a train track.
so much logistical planning because we want the train to cross, and it's going to be like car driving across the tracks.
Yeah.
Train almost hits it.
Holy
But we
moly.
have to actually wait for the real train to come across. Let's see where they're up there.
How many ideas do you have planned for today filming?
We're hoping this one is the mill liker, as we call them. The song is called Time, and so we're doing a lot of things where we play with time, freezing time, slow motion stuff. So this concept is right as the car's about to cross the tracks, we're gonna freeze time for a second. I'm gonna perform a clip of the song, and then time unfreezes, and I cross just in time. Train crosses and we survive.
What was wrong with the shots that you already got?
Well, so the hook is really important. It has to be like so clear. It has to be like, all right, ding, 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 the things are coming down. Then direct shot of the train coming on, and then direct shot of the car. When I panned to the train, it was just a little out of frame.
Right.
So it's like, okay, wait for the next train and see if I can get a better one. Yeah, we didn't know how fast it was gonna be, how big it was gonna be. Crappy things happened. The first train that came was this little train, and it was tiny. And it was like, okay, that's not good enough. So we waited for the next one. But as you can see, when I panned up here, right? I just could have gotten the train a bit more, right?
Hey, so we're here with...
Grace. Yes, right now I'm kind of serving as like a note taker, scribe, assistant. Yeah, so I'm kind of writing down all the plan for what we have to shoot.
Would you say you guys are pretty well planned today, or are you just going to figure it out as you go along?
Today we're pretty well planned out, for this video specifically. We're pretty good at coming up with like a detailed plan right before we film it.
Okay.
Day before, I don't know about that. We're not totally sure when the trains are going by, so we have to stay agile and kind of change things as we go.
Yeah.
If shots aren't working, if the lighting isn't working.
I don't need you to stay. All my feelings remain, I can't help it. I'm in love all the same.
With me smiling, no. All the things you need, you still want problems, though.
Train shot.
All the things I know, I still been silent, though.
Try and reverse it so it works with the car. And you guys will see the final take in a moment.
Okay, I think we just got the final plate we need of the train and we can move on. We're gonna go to a safer location where we can do all the shots of the car, all the close-up stuff, the performance takes.
All right, so I've just arrived at the next location right now where we're going to be filming with Scotty and Citizen. Now, what's good to note is how obsessed they are with actually getting results and their creativity, how obsessed they are with actually utilizing everything in their power to make things work. It's that mindset of someone that's willing to grow, willing to make things happen. It is really that mindset.
Going towards tracks.
Check.
We got the we got the Snapchat hook with the train.
Check.
We got the wide with the train result.
Check.
We got the head-on shot of the train.
Kind of check. I'm gonna project it onto some 3D geometry.
We need the car shoot angle. We need a medium of Finn and Grace. One medium of Finn, one medium of Grace oscillation.
When time freezes in maximum peril, it'll be doing that back and forth effect with the train and the car.
Yeah.
And then so we'll cut into this close-up where we'll have that parallax of the foreground background on me going back and forth as well. Way we're gonna do it is just go back and forth, chop it, forward, reverse on beat, and then we're gonna also get a plate of my mouth lip syncing with no movement.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna comp my mouth into that forward backward, which should really like mess with people's minds because I think that'll be a nice layer on top. Like good VFX is like basically just magic tricks. Like you just hide what the effect is. So if they can't put it together, it sells it way more. Even if they know they're being tricked, hiding what exactly the trick is or how much is practical versus faked.
And that's what gets you the comments.
Is what also drives the discussion in the comments, which is a lot of engagement, which boosts virality.
And the repeat plays as
and
well.
Loop plays.
Yeah.
You're probably wondering why I'm carrying a jacket right now. Got a light over there, it's close. And also why the convertible roof is only halfway.
Well, not that much.
It's because we're trying to remove as much outside light as possible and trying to control the light as much as we can and add our own light as well to make it look more cinematic. That's how we're going to get it fired.
Time made me yours again. No one sees me like this. How does she turn that heat like stress? I need a second to breathe like. Okay, I'm locked in. Triple at the door to keep knocking. Should we stay in these clothes? We got options. Let's you got me alone to keep talking till we run out of time. How many hours pass till we treat them like we're down to our last? Don't waste
Now what we're doing is shooting a close-up
the other end.
of Citizen and Grace's eyes, so then there can be something during the ticking part of the song to make it a bit more engaging.
Grace, look at you. Grace, you turn your eye to
When the car is in the air,
literally just your eye.
that's how much we're thinking.
all right.
Seconds in.
Ready?
My instinct with this eye moment is that the shot directly after this is going to be that wide. It's going to be the hero shot where the time unfreezes and the train goes by again, which is like the biggest moment in the entire thing. So it's usually good to create that impact by using contrast. So such a small moment into such a massive moment is going to make that massive moment feel bigger. Is kind of the instinct why I thought we should just get these shots in case. So I'm hopeful that is going to work.
What's interesting is everybody is directing right now. Everyone's saying their thoughts of what could be better about this shot, and that's the teamwork that comes with filming some of these extremely viral reels you see on the internet.
After the Snapchat hook, we want to cut to a shot that's kind of mounted to the first cinematic shot in the sequence after the Snapchat hook is going to be a shot mounted to the hood, where Grace and I are singing along to the song, like we're bumping it in the car, and that's why we didn't see the train. Just a little context, and a little moment where we can like meet the two characters before the peril happens, just so that there's a little emotional connection, just a slight empathy or relatable moment that we hit to make you care more that these people are in peril. So we're gonna be singing the song, and then we're gonna look and we're gonna see the train. That's what this one is. So we got to mount the camera and drive down a road. and just lip sync a section. And then the second, the final shot we need is directly after we unfreeze time and make it out alive. We want a shot to just give the final beat of the whole video, where the audience gets like the relief. We have the epic moment where we make it out, but then we need the two characters to like take a look at each other, or we'll figure out exactly what the acting is. And that we're thinking Scotty's just gonna be in the back seat shooting us as we like look over back at the train that we that's going into the distance. The other option was doing another shot in this direction, which is technically cooler, but it would involve more compositing with the train going back. So just for time, I think we're gonna do the simpler version, since we earned the views and the likes with all the other effects so far in the video. So I don't think we need that final beat to be a huge effect shot.
Are you sure about that? Even if you're trying to get the milli liker?
We can always we can always, since we're already gonna mount it for that first one, we can always just get that plate in case, and if we have the time to do the editing, then I'll totally use that one, and we'll know in the edit if it's better. Always get like a couple extra options for the edit.
Yeah. Scotty, what is currently going on? You are taping a camera to the Mustang that we rented. Let's not even tell the renter what's going on right now. What are we doing?
Yeah, well, we forgot the suction mounts. So tripod is the solution here, and I actually think I like the angle more because the suction mount was like down here.
Super low, right?
But the tripod gives for this like higher angle. Yeah, that's the shot here. So
there you go.
You got to make sure you have a polarizer if you're shooting through a window, because like if I rotate this, right? See that reflection?
Wow. Straight reflection.
So you got to make sure you have a polarizer which removes reflections. Bam, now I can see through the windshield and I can see them while they're in there.
And do you always have the polarizer on when you're recording with the phone?
I do. This is like, it's an ND filter, and it also acts as a polarizer, but it's primarily an ND filter, which I can adjust the
So if you're to find it on Amazon, it's just ND filter.
Type in clip-on ND filter for phone. Clip-on variable ND filter for phone.
Great. Oh, awesome. Look at that difference.
Whoop. Uh-oh.
Yeah, all the way. Wow, that's incredible.
That's gonna
it's a bit more yellow, is that right?
Yeah, I have to color correct for it sometimes. It's not the most expensive thing in the world. But it achieves the effect that I need.
For sure. And that's how you can shoot with your phone, guys.
Yeah.
That's how you get millions of views with your mobile. No excuses. It's all about the ideas. It's all about the clarity of that communication in the viral video, which is the ending and the payoff to them flying through the train as they aim for this viral moment. Just making it
I met you, I fell forward over these forwards. I'm falling for you, afraid to make any change if I can't afford to. Before I was underwater, till you elevated me, I was out of order. Now we're rising with the heat.
So would you say the small details matter, Elliot?
Yeah, pretty much anything that you have control over when you're telling a story, you want to use as much of it as you can to the best of your ability. So, whether that be when a look happens or how a look happens, or where the camera is when the look happens, if it's in your control, then you got to consider it. We try not to make many arbitrary decisions. I think there's a temptation to, well, this is like the situation we're in, let's just shoot it how it is. But you have a lot more control over all of the nitty-gritty of how the actual image looks. And really, when it comes down to it, all that matters is what's in frame. Everything else can be the jankiest setup in the world, but as long as what's in frame looks good.
I just need money and vibes, don't need none of that toxic shit. My social battery gone, I gotta stay out the mix. I'm tryna be so rich, I put that out in lit. Call you and say where you at, already know what time it is. What to win, I turn my back. So many man get scarred for life, so when I'm outside, don't know, I don't lie. Ain't gonna lie, I wipe the dime, but I hit them hoes too, though I admit. Me and this bread get along too well when I put in this fit, I feel like him.
It is day 2.
Day 2, let's go.
Day 2. What's the first shot we're getting started with today?
Okay, we're putting the camera inside the tailpipe of the car, and we're gonna pull it out really fast, which is gonna create the effect that the car's driving away really quick.
Yeah.
We were gonna intercut this with a hook where we shoot fire down a tube. We were gonna shoot like light a lighter and blow down a paper towel tube.
Crazy.
If we comp that fire in with the interior of the pipe that we get in this shot right now, it should look like it's like taking the fuck off. Someone
That
might
is
comment
crazy.
like, bro, Mustangs don't do that,
Yeah.
but it's a creative liberty.
That's where did the idea come from to do the tube with the fire? That's crazy.
I'll DM you if I can find this, because somebody did this thing in a car edit where they had this crazy fire coming out of the tailpipe shot. So we should put some credit in there for it. But
Inspiration, save a bunch of posts, then try and execute it.
Grab inspiration from all over. Obviously, scrolling your feed is a good way to come across some good ideas.
So can you explain what we're doing, starting with the hook and then
Yes.
going into the result?
This video is just like hook setup and cinematic result. So the hook is not meant to deceive or anything. It's just like a bunch of shots of us putting the camera on different spots in the car. As you can see right now, we just mounted it here. In the hook, it doesn't have duct tape all over it because like that looks freaking crazy, but that's what's needed to like get it to stay. So we put it there in the hook, we put it on the steering wheel for another hook, and then the entire goal right now is just to get like really cool results.
Awesome.
So this should be a really good shot. So we'll see. Go.
You want my attention bad, but I ain't the guy
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that's-
before. I heard them stories about you, there's no way I'm hitting it raw. You don't wanna get misled, you wanna feel secure.
He's running away.
Can't even lie, you're cool when you wanted to fuck, though I weren't too sure.
We're finally back from Miami, back in London, ready to lock in again. Longest freaking flight of my life back home, finally. All right, and we're about to review the edits and also the results of the Citizen shoot that I was following along on. And you guys are gonna see what the actual edits look like, but also the results, and see what millions of views, what it takes to get that level of views. And you know, behind the scenes of Citizen, Scott, and the whole team there. Let's see what happens. So this is the video, the one with the car flying over the tracks to the train. This one, I'm not even gonna show you the views yet. And the likes, I'm gonna hide that.
Last night's the first time we met. I pray time make me yours again. Wait, no one sees me like this. How does she turn that heat like stress? I need a second to breathe like. Okay, I'm locked in. Triple at the door to keep.
All right. Now you can guess how many views that video got. In 3, 2, 1. That video actually broke 100 million views. But unfortunately, can you believe this? Instagram freaking removed the video. Instagram removed the video because it thought it was AI content, and that was not actually marked as AI content, but it wasn't. Scott and Citizen are just insane at editing videos with Blender, so they make everything look insane. It's just CGI, but Instagram thought it was because it looks so real. And that video actually got 100 million views in the first 48 hours. And it was reposted now, and it was on 5 million freaking likes, guys. 5 million likes. And that's just some insider knowledge about the annoyance of Instagram, but hey, there you go. And then the other videos that we did.
Last night's the first time we met. I pray time make me yours again. Wait, no one sees me like this. How does she turn that heat like stress? I need a second to breathe like. Okay, I'm locked in.
Paper airplane over the car, drone shot with the paper airplane connected to it. Absolutely insane. All right. And then this one too. It's actually a brand deal that he did. 153,000 likes, 2.6 million views in literally 12 hours. Like, I don't think you guys are understanding the insane level of skill that Scott and Citizen have, and that's why they get millions of views. And that's of course why we hired Scott to be our creative director at Rapville. So if you want to work with Scott and the rest of the Rapville team and help your next video get 2.6 million views while pushing your song in an authentic way that drives streams, there's a link down below to book a meeting. Let's see if we can help you grow. But you've got to be open to actually trying some insane strategies like this, turning up to a shoot with your full energy. Citizen freaking worked so hard that shoot day. I'm seeing him the whole day, strategizing with Scott, and I'm just recording behind the scenes to show you guys the creative process behind these geniuses in the music industry. So if you want to be part of the next viral content with us, well then you know what to do. Rapville, I'm going to bed. Good night.